Hey, what's up, guys? We are back. We'll give everybody a moment to kind of tune in. We'll hang out for a little while and see how everybody's week went. See how everybody's month is going and what everybody's plans are. We're gonna kind of wing it a little bit today.
I think we wing it most of the time, actually.
Yeah. We definitely do wing it most of the time.
So anyways, I'm excited for Christmas. Who else is?
With
Yay.
good reason.
Greg Stevenson. Yo. Yo!
Hey, what's up, Greg? Or was that a ho? Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho. I don't know. I'm excited for
Shannon
Christmas.
loves my dad jokes. I thought that was
I really do.
really stupid.
It was.
Thanks, Shannon.
Well, it doesn't mean I don't like it.
Well, I didn't say that you didn't like it, but anyhow.
Okay, and my jokes are, like this intellectual, like blowing things.
Your jokes are quite amazing, I must say.
What's brown and sticky? A stick.
Okay, I take that back.
Yeah, I thought so.
Every word of that back. It's brown and sticky. Poop.
Yeah, see, I never bring that joke up because I know you're going to say that.
Why? What's wrong with saying
I don't want
that?
to talk about it. Nope. Nope.
Anyhow.
If anyone else can pop in and chime in about who's excited for Christmas, yay! We can get off the really poorly chosen joke that I decided to use it as an example as stupid jokes.
We still have some more things to do. I don't know where you guys are at with your Christmas shopping and all that, but Shannon's always very excited for Christmas, and I'm just kind of like, oh, Christmas is coming up. I like Christmas. Don't get me wrong.
And then he bitches about the Christmas music.
Yeah, because you play the same 10 songs over and over and over. I'm just like, ugh. Jeez.
Well, they're wonderful, and I look forward to hearing them all year.
Greg Stevenson says, I'm looking forward to buy my first screen press, preferably 8-color, 10. Are we saving that for later?
I would think this is just the intro.
Okay.
Like that could be the first question we get to when we get in.
Yeah. Well, it's not even a
yeah.
There's a question mark. There's a question mark there. Okay. Sorry, Greg.
Give us a couple minutes and we'll answer.
Yeah, give us a couple minutes. We'll wait for some more peeps to chime in, and then they'll throw their 2 cents in there as well. Hey, what's up, Jason?
Greg says he hasn't done any Christmas shopping yet, and y'all tell you what, Greg, I actually did something worse. I got all the kids' presents already, and then this weekend they informed me they want completely different things. I got him a dinosaur. I got him a remote control dinosaur that, you can actually move, and it shakes its head and eyes light up and it roars.
That'd be funny if they were watching. And then he's just
like, I want Godzilla. And I'm like, I hate you.
That'd be great if they were watching, and then they're like, what? You got... Santa Claus is gonna bring the right thing.
Yeah, I know, right? And then our daughter Maddie, the oldest, she wants this set of 2 unicorns and a fairy, and I tried to find it online. Each unicorn's over $100 each.
Jeez.
And I was just like, that's not happening. She and I are gonna have to have a talk. So that's how my Christmas shopping is going.
Yeah, her little obsession with unicorns has been quite the expensive one, because for her birthday she wanted 3 little unicorns. Those things were like $30 a piece, weren't they?
The rainbow ones, the ones we got at Toys R Us. Yes,
the ones that had glitter on them and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, whatever though, whatever makes her happy. Although the $100 a unicorn thing just ugh.
$100 like 8-inch Lyria unicorn was like $125, and I'm just like, forget it.
Hey, what's up, Martin?
Hi, Martin.
Martin
and
from
Greg,
Canada. Or is it Canada?
Not likely.
Is Canada a place or is it Canada?
Yeah, whichever way you want. Whichever way you want.
I just want to make sure I'm not going to be like, hey, I'm from Canada. That's awesome.
Well,
but
it's 7:05 now.
Canada could be a place, right? Yeah.
Sounds like it'd be
okay.
South
So
Africa.
anyhow, we're gonna kick this little, kick the camera over real quick, and then we'll continue on. And I just hear Apollo just snoring away.
He snores as loud as Matt.
No, it's Shannon and Apollo.
You did not just say that.
Quite the
actually
the
on
snoring
the internet, you dick.
competition going on. Hey guys, welcome. We are back. I'm feeling better, and so we're getting back at it. And what was that? What did you just throw?
A ring.
A ring? What kind of? Oh, was it one of those?
Scarlett's ring. Yeah.
No, don't. You know, I paid good money for that. That's 25 cents. She loves that ring. Anyhow,
as she left it.
Anyways, we're back, and even though the year's wrapping up, and let's see what day's Christmas. That's how much how on top of Christmas I am. What day's Christmas fall? It falls on Monday, doesn't it? Or is it Tuesday? You don't even know, Shannon. Let's see. Oh, okay, yeah, Tuesday. Just like I thought. But anyways, we doing a show next Monday, Shannon?
Probably not. We'll have the kids.
Yeah.
Unless you guys want to be constantly interrupted.
Actually, I think that'll be quite entertaining.
Madison will love it, but it won't be much about screen printing though, because Madison's gonna hijack the whole thing, and then Mac's gonna scream in your ear right next to you on the other side, and Scarlett's is gonna be like puppy.
Jesus.
Yeah. Your call.
So what's gonna be the difference between that and what we do already?
I'm taking your Christmas present back. You're an asshole.
So you're telling me it's not going to be much different?
I need another ring.
Anyways.
Jason, no
we'll
50 gnome shirts just yet.
We'll
I guess,
give it a whirl.
they're not as popular, but maybe in a year or so.
Darn. Hey, just look out for my next video coming up. There's a Shop Gnome appearance.
But we are doing some new shirts for people that already have the Shop Gnome shirts. It's going to be a black sheep shirt, courtesy of the Shop Gnome. And we have still to get to Greg's question.
This is true. We have not. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off with Greg's question real quick. Let's see, Shannon, go ahead and read that off. Let's see.
No, I hate you.
I don't care. Fine.
He's looking to buy his
Whatever.
He's looking to buy his first screen press, preferably 8-color, 10 to 12 stations. What do you recommend?
I mean, some of the brands that come to mind is M&R, Ranarm, Anatol. The let's see. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank here. The one that's kind of that has the pallets and all that transfers from the one that Ryanette sells. That one's a cool one too.
Rock?
Well, it's a manual. We're talking about manuals, yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm just automatics in my head right now because all we've been talking about is automatics.
Wait, hold on, wait. He might be talking about an automatic. Greg, are you talking about an automatic? Because that would be, yeah. If you're talking about automatic, I mean, you can't go wrong with M&R.
Look at me pretending I know what I'm talking about.
Those rock machines are pretty nice. MHM is a really nice one, but you'll have to
Waldo,
pay a hefty price for that.
He wants to know how is the Vastec 2000.
Vastex. You know, I haven't really got my hands on a Vastec, but from everybody that has Vastex presses, and their equipment's solid. You know, really, it's what it comes down to is I would do my best if, like, say for instance, I don't know what part of the country you're in, but if you can attend an ISS show before you make the decision, like if you can go to Long Beach and actually put your hands on every single one of those presses and then just kind of get a feel for it. Because even when we went to the ISS show here in what was that, September, getting my hands on one of the Lawson presses, the presses were quite nice. So I would try getting your hands on one and actually kind of feeling it, or even if there's a different vendors in your area that have floor models set up, just okay, San Antonio, Texas.
I went to law school there.
So I don't know if you can get your hands on some of the presses that you're interested in, that would be great. I know that's not always possible, but it really comes down to just people's opinions, really. I mean, they all do the same thing. You can't go wrong with an M&R press. I love our 6-color manual press from Ranar, and they've made some updates since then. That's a pretty solid press. I mean, these things will last you a lifetime. And then, you know, just do a little bit of research, and I mean, at
he
St.
just
Mary's
named he named it.
University.
Yes, Greg, I did. I graduated from St. Mary's University School of Law. Hi, Rye Beats.
But hey, what's up, Rye Beats? So I don't know. I can give you my suggestion. However, you know, everybody's gonna have their own different opinions, but I don't think you could go wrong with I think if anything, as a base, as a M&R press would be a good one. So I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of good ones out there these days, so it's kind of hard to really say this is the one to get. Even the Anatol presses, those things are pretty nice too. I know Cam got one. There's bad damn it, trying to think of his username. Bad something, or it starts with an A. Bad conduct.
That's not an A.
Screen printing. Excuse me. It didn't start with an A, but I know it has like the anarchy sign in it. So
Bad religion.
No, it's bad conduct. However, I don't know. He seems to really like his, and it looks like a pretty solid press. So
okay,
that's about all I got on that.
All right. Well, Waldo wants to know if you can tell him how you're printing channels. I can't get it to print from channels. I normally do it from layers.
Channels. Are you talking about Photoshop? Because I don't actually print from channels. Like, let's say for instance, if I do separations in Photoshop, I will save them as a channel, and then I'll delete the RGB or CMYK, whatever I'm working with. Save that out as a DCS, or I believe it's a DSC or DCS 2.0. I forget which order, you know, the abbreviations for it. And I bring it into Illustrator. I'm sure Corel Draw would probably do the same thing. And then I print it from Illustrator through our RIP software. I don't ever print through Photoshop. Illustrator has a better pre-press setup, kind of a PostScript setup than versus Photoshop. So even if I'm doing something in Photoshop, I'll bring the art into Illustrator and assign it the spot colors that way, and print it out, because the PostScript part of Illustrator and the pre-press, whatever you want to call it, the print dialog, when you bring that up, you just have more options with Illustrator. So I don't know. I hope that helps out a little bit. It's kind of hard to explain some of these things online versus you know, showing someone in person. So, who knows?
Hi, Rybeats. Yeah. The Shanny thing,
Rybeats,
the Shanny thing's still going strong.
He's bringing back the Shanny.
Hmm.
You're forever stuck with it. Sorry, Shanny. It wasn't me that said Shanny first.
No, not first.
I mean, on our live chat.
Yes, it was.
Okay. Well.
No, I think actually, you know what?
Sorry,
I can't get mad at anybody.
didn't.
Actually, it was me.
It was you what?
That said it first. I was like, my pop-up calls me Shanny. And ever since then.
I think I may have been the first person that was like Shanny, but I don't remember. We can always go back.
I'm just going to blame you.
You can go back and listen. I'm not going to dig through.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So there was another question from Greg. Let's see. It had something to do with the DTG, wasn't it?
No, he was just saying killing it with
Oh,
DTG.
he's currently just does DTG at the moment, which is awesome. We've been sending a lot of work out to.
We've been sending so much work
to
out to
our
DTG people.
DTG peeps that take care of that stuff for us.
And they're awesome.
They are. It's just
like,
kind of a pain in the ass with them being such small numbers.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, the people that we send it to are awesome.
Yeah,
like, Stacy.
That's what I'm saying.
Stacy is great, and she's very, very patient.
Yeah, they're awesome. And the only thing is, I mean, there's not a whole lot of, when you're kind of the middleman, you're sending it out to people. There's not a whole lot of profit when it comes to DTG. Now, if you have the DTG machine yourself, we'd be killing it, and the thing would be paying for itself. But it's not something we're gonna get anytime soon because we can only do so much a year.
We just got a piece of equipment. I don't want to talk about getting new pieces.
Let's
of equipment.
go ahead. Let's get a DTG, Shannon.
I'm gonna punch you. No, but Stacy's great. Like, she and I, she's very patient, and we're pretty much BFFs on email. But then the moment she shows up, like, she doesn't talk at all.
We have made some really good friends, or I think we may have pissed off people we outsource our embroidery to, because our clients are like, when are they ready? They're like, when are they ready? And it's just like, hold up. It takes around a couple weeks to 3 weeks, and it's just between them. They're really busy, and when I went over there today to drop off some jackets, they're really busy, and I know they had some staff that just quit on them, and so they don't have as many people doing their embroidery. And so, Shannon, what we need ourselves an embroidery machine and a DTG.
I can think of so many more things that I want before those.
Save us a big headache.
I'll take the headache. I can think of other things I really want. And it didn't really help, though, that you weren't exactly the most pleasant on the phone with them, because with the
I didn't even call them up, really.
No, the embroidery people, the day after you got out of the hospital, you were grumpy.
Oh, well, of course I was.
Yeah, you were. Well, I'm not saying that it wasn't justified. I'm just saying you were pretty grumpy, and then you're on the phone. I heard you like talking to the person, and you were just like, it looks sloppy. And I was just like, okay, that's fine. But I'm just saying, like, Charlie didn't help.
It looks fantastic, but can we improve on? It looks fantastic. Can we improve on this, though?
Yeah, that would have been a little bit more tactful.
It looked like crap. I'm gonna like sugarcoat it and be like, yeah, this looks great. I didn't want them to have the impression that it looked great.
It was a suitable standard.
Like to me, they said, okay, I'm spending X amount of money on someone to digitize the artwork, so it's an embroidery file, and then they tell us, they're like, no, try this person, and the person costs 3 times as much. I'm like, okay, so if I go to this person, you're telling me that what's going to end up happening is all the embroideries are going to turn out absolutely flawless. It'll be much better. Yeah, they know what they're doing. They're that much better. So then we spend some more money per job, $20 more per job, and then it's still the same issue. So I'm like, it really wasn't the digitizer's issue, like their fault. And then she comes back and says, well, it's something your digitizer did. They need to go back. I'm like, these are the people that you recommended. And now you're telling me that it's the digitizer's fault? It's not like you guys are doing something wrong over there? I mean, can't you do a few more sew outs and see if maybe your machine's just not doing what it needs to do? I don't know.
I'm just saying, I think you would have been a little bit more amiable about it and, like, more
you can handle it next time.
No, I just, if you hadn't just gotten out of the hospital the day before.
Well, let's just say that when someone tells you that one of the reasons your initial sew out isn't looking good is because your digitizer. Try a different digitizer. You go to the digitizer.
No, I'm not saying accept
and then
the
they're
standard.
Still pointing fingers at the digitizer. I'm just kind of like,
all I was saying is, it probably didn't help with everybody being grumpy.
All I'm saying is I wanted them just to be like, yeah, it does look like crap. Let's go ahead and try that again. Instead of it being constantly not taking responsibility for, okay, yeah, this sew out might have been rushed or it sucked.
I'm not saying that they shouldn't have done that. That's not what I'm saying.
I already know what you're saying, but I'm saying that they're always pointing the blame on someone.
So
it's
he's
never
thinking
them.
about he wants to go with a new embroidery people.
Really?
But it's just like we already have the relationship established, and for the most part, like everything else has turned out pretty clean.
Yeah, I mean, it's turned out clean. There's been some things where you've even said we need to find someone else.
Yeah, there has been.
And I know someone else.
I'm not saying that we should accept that as the standard.
And
like Jason's talking about, if you accept crap once, they will send crap to you always. Stand up for the quality you want, and that's what you get. And that's I totally agree with him on that. I'm not saying that when you were grumpy you should have accepted the crap work. I'm just saying that you were probably more grumpy about it than you would have been on other days. That's all.
Not really. No, I enjoy working with them, and I hate putting them through some of the things, like being stern and just kind of being like, hey, I don't like how this came out. Can you do another sew out, or is all the embroidery going to end up looking like this? Because it was sloppy. It was.
I agree with you. I saw it. I agree with you.
So it's kind of hard to, and then we have our clients on our back like, hey, when's our stuff ready and dropping in.
And that's one of the things about the outsourcing that gets a little frustrating for me just because, they don't realize you're outsourcing. No, then you end up and they're harassing you, and then you end up without a choice having to harass, the people that are actually doing it for you, and you're just trying to like do it in a way that's not so harassing.
Well, they're used to it, just kind of like we're used to dealing with it's service end of things. So
well, it's just like I can handle the service end on my own. It's just I feel bad about like throwing the service end at somebody else afterwards. Be like, I'm being harassed and I know what a pain in the ass this is. And
your apron on this picture here look much better
before Panda.
It looks like someone wiped their butt with it now. Anyways, no, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, because it just it's just part of the job. It can be a little frustrating sometimes, and tensions can run high. However, it's all part of what we do. Isn't that right?
Yep, but who cares? It's Christmas.
No, it's not. We got a whole nother What's today? I don't even know what the day is. 17th. We still have some like 8 more
I
days.
think I need to go to the doctor soon.
8 is it 8 more days, right? Yeah, 8 more days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Christmas.
Well, kind of 8
We're
more days.
into the 12 days of
7.
Christmas.
Yeah.
I have a present for Matt. I wrapped it already, and it's just sitting here next to the freaking plotter because I wrapped it and I put it next to him. I was like, "You want to open it? Are you gonna open it?
I'm like, no.
Please open it.
Bring that home, and we're going to unwrap it on Christmas Day."
So now I'm just no, it hasn't gotten back to the house. It's just sitting here.
So she's
Looking
been
lonely.
ordering a lot through Amazon and having it delivered here.
Well, we're here.
I have too.
We're always here, so it makes more sense to have the
However-
deliveries come here rather than the house, and they just get they get put on the porch, and
Right? No,
vagrants.
I understand. I know why. It's just you went ahead and wrapped it, and you're like, here,
I was
unwrap your present.
excited. I wanted you to open it. It was. I don't know. I'm not gonna say what I wanted it open for because that'll give it away.
Because it was cold.
Shut up! You don't know what I got you. He totally knows what I got him.
It's cold outside.
He totally
And
knows
the-
what I got him.
The jacket I have outside sucks. Or the jacket I have, the one my mom gave me last year, just kind of
Shrank.
it didn't shrink. I never washed it. She just thinks I'm smaller than I am, like
Oh, hook
because
leg.
because I weigh
You know what I got
175 and my
you.
brothers weigh
Ugh.
like 220. I'm like, that doesn't mean I need a shorter jacket. Like, I'm only an inch
He
taller,
thought it was mine.
or half an inch shorter than one brother, an inch or two shorter than the other.
Anyways, so let's get
um,
back to screen printing. You want to talk about
yeah,
some of the
what-
press stuff?
Were there any more questions?
Nope.
No more questions. Well, let's see what's going on over here in the chat. Looks
Well,
like everybody's
that's-
just kind of saying, hey. Saying what's up to everybody. Let's see. By the way, what's up, Waldo? I don't think I said what up. I know Shannon did. And then let's see. Yeah, except crap, Jason. Pointing to blame. Poor customer service. You beat around the bush to complain. They won't take you seriously. Yeah, no, I was like, no, it looks like crap. It looks sloppy. Anyhow, Shanwell. What about exposure units? Okay, so exposure units. Waldo, chilling like a villain. So, Greg, on
Like the
exposure
Joker?
units, I would say that if, depending on what you're going to be doing, if you're going to be doing simple spot color stuff, definitely get you a vacuum tabletop, something that will handle both manual and automatic frames, just in case down the road you get an automatic. That's what we ended up doing. If you can, if you can budget it, get a single point light source, one of those metal halide exposure units. If you're going to be doing half tones, that would be the way to go. If you're just doing simple spot colors, then the multi-bulb, the fluorescent bulbs, or the LED, that's new thing now is the LED. Those are good ones. And go over and check out what, I mean, for the most part, they all do the same thing. So I'd go over and check out Ranards. They have some pretty good deals on their exposure units. However, they don't have any of the single point light source exposure units. So you might want to check around at some of the other vendors. I know Workhorse has a good one. I forget some of the other companies that Newark, I think it's Newark. It's a really good. Yeah, they've been around for a while. I'm pretty sure it's Newark.
Like Jersey?
No, like Arc as in.
Oh, New Arc.
Yeah, NUARC. I believe. Or is it a K? I don't know. It's been a while since I've looked into exposure units, because the one we've had, I've had it for about 4 years now, and it's worked out really well. But just make sure it's a vacuum tabletop and
Bye,
something.
Rybeats.
See you later, Rybeats. Make sure it's something that's you can fit your manual and automatic size screens on.
Okay.
LEDs are supposed to be good for halftones, but they're multi. But yeah, I mean they're multi balls, but you're still getting if you got your dot, you still have multiple points of light that are going to go around your halftone. So you kind of want that light just to come straight up to get your best detail. So I know that brand wise, again, that's another one of those things to where I do a little bit of research. For me, when I got how I got into the Randars equipment is because of our press, and then saw how affordable everything, the rest of their equipment was, and I just didn't want like a hodgepodge of different pieces of equipment just in case down the road. I thought to myself, down the road, if I wanted to sell some of these things, then, or the business in general, not that I'm going to sell it anytime soon or ever, but I don't know. But that was my line of thinking. That it, just having the same manufacturer in your shop, I think it looks better. Because everybody's stuff is a different color. Some people's stuff is red, brown, blue, green, but it would just look stupid if they're all different colors. What do you think, Shannon? Unless you're down with the rainbow look, which might not be a bad thing.
I like rainbows. Rainbows are neat. I drove through a rainbow once. It was amazing. And I found the end of one before. True story. And then I drove through one, and then for an instant, just like one little instant, I was rainbow. Anyway, so Jesse.
Hopefully you got video of that.
Anyway, I was actually on the phone with my mother at the time. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm driving through a rainbow!" And she's like, "Oh my god, that's amazing!"
The shoddy embroidery.
Yeah, Jesse wants to see the bad embroidery, and Greg also asked about dealing with halftones, which I think you pretty much covered. And Jason has plans in his head to build a metal something for $500, not paying the $5,000 SMH. I don't know what that means.
Oh, Greg, also something else to look out for is if they have the yellow safe lights in there, that will also kind of help you be able to see where you're putting your art on your screen. So Jason says my Vastec fluorescence unit is mediocre. Yeah, I think for the most part, a lot of them are just kind of they do the job. However, like there's always every little company has like their little quirks. So it is. Okay, Jason ends. I have the plans in my head to build a metal halide for 500, not paying 5,000. I agree. One of the things I want to do in the future is take the exposure unit that we do have and make it a metal halide unit, so that way we can get some better halftones.
Okay, for the novices around here like me, what is that?
So what that is, like the exposure unit that we have out there has multiple bulbs. I think it has about 8 to 10. I've never actually really counted. And when you're exposing your artwork, like it's fine for doing just solid spot colors, like the solid prints that we do.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to the halftones, where you have all those tiny little dots, if you have multiple bulbs in there, they're all shining from a different direction, because I mean it's illuminating from 360 degrees, so it's shining all over the place. And when you have those multiple bulbs and you have a dot here, and then you have different bulbs essentially in the bottom of your unit, you have your dot, and then you have your different bulbs that are shining all different directions. What it's doing is undercutting your dot. You don't get as much detail from through the whole spectrum from 0 to 100%. The metal halide units, it's just one bulb at the bottom, and it just shines straight up from one source, and so that actually gives you a better screen and it holds more detail.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, really, direct.
All beginners, you are welcome. I asked.
Direct the screen would be the way to go, but those things are a good $25,000 or so.
No more equipment. No more equipment, please.
We're not getting any more equipment. Not at the moment.
Jason says. Jason says he's not
Later
drunk.
down the road.
He says, "I'm drunk. I'm not." Swear. Oh, speaking of drinking,
What?
so turns out
I'm
he
not
was wrongly
swear.
diagnosed. He
No,
doesn't have-
I was wrong. I wasn't wrongly diagnosed. They just didn't say, "Hey, gallstones is part of it." The gallstones form from drinking and smoking, basically.
I get a couple more years before I have to like do what he's doing. Anyways, so
Well, she
that's
was
about-
saying that it all has to do with your chemical makeup and how your body processes things. Because not everybody goes through that. You just might have a different issue further down the line when you're 40 or 50. You know, it might be something
fun
with
until
your
then.
it might be something with your liver or whatever the case may
I'm
be.
so sure. Anyways, so we don't really have any questions. So is there anything that you didn't talk about the other day when you went random live that you wanted to talk about? Otherwise, I'm going to start encouraging people to pressure you to unwrap your gift on air.
Anything I want to talk about?
Well, no, about the press and everything.
You know, one time when I was 12 years old, I the hospital trip.
No, not
Okay.
the hospital trip. Just the
What'd you
press
say?
and stuff.
The press? Oh, the
Screen
press.
printing. We run a screen printing
sorry.
channel.
Yeah. I don't even need to drink to like completely just the ADD. Okay. Anyways, yeah. As far as the press goes, those of you that that follow us on Instagram have seen that the press is up and running. Anyone that watches the show, the press is up and running. We still have a couple things to tweak, but for the most part, we have used the auto. We've used it for how many jobs have we done so far?
We've done a 6-color print. We did a 4 one color prints.
We did 2 3-color prints.
Yeah, and tomorrow we'll be using it for.
We'll be using it to
gems.
do a 5 and 6-color, and then a 1-color.
Oh yeah, the firefighters. I forgot about that. I was like, "What the shit are you talking about?" Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, so we've used it a bit. It's kind of interesting getting in. Just setting it up during the slow season because you're kind of staring at it and you're like, make us money.
So Jason, yeah, we've ran off about 5 or 6 jobs, and we're gonna run off a couple more tomorrow. Hopefully we can get everything done tomorrow, because with the cooler weather, the screens have just been drying a lot slower. I coated 20 screens today, and I guarantee if I go out there and open that cabinet up, they're still going to be wet. If any of you guys have a suggestion for some really small heat source to heat that cabinet up, I'd appreciate it, because I need to put some sort of heat source in there to get things to dry a little quicker right now while it's cool. No, not a hair dryer. I was kidding. I just need a source that's not going to blow air and stir dust around.
Jason wants to know how's the fit in the shop. Oh, and Greg says Matt St. Mary's peeps love to party and can drink. Yeah, no. I'm not gonna lie. Like, we actually at our law school, our semester end of term parties or whatever, there were drink tickets to every single one, and then they have Oyster Fest there. And I didn't get to go, but Smash Mouth played. And you get free drinks, and then there was an open bar at the graduation. Oh, yeah.
Isn't it like saying that? I mean, colleges just in general.
Well,
I'm not gonna
no,
say every single college, but
this was college funded though.
right.
And we used to have what are they called? What are they called?
Like
What are they called?
like
What
Sam
are they called?
Houston,
What are they
my
called?
sister, stepsister went there, and that's a known drinking college. I mean, I can't think of.
Tailgates. Sorry, go on.
You got it?
Yeah, I did. I got it.
Anyhow, what was the question aside from how much
How's it fitting in the shop?
one of the how much colleges drink or what particular college drinks?
We used to have tailgates out in the parking lots after our final exams. Anyway, so he wants to know how, Jason wants to know how it's fitting in the shop.
Like a glove.
Like an OJ Simpson glove.
It's about 14 feet wide so there's 2 flashbacks on it, and the footprint of, I mean, it's pretty big. Let's just say there's not enough room to put our manual. Aside from that, there's plenty of space to walk around it. There's not like 6 to 8 feet around the press. There's probably about on one side, there's probably about 3 or 4 feet. Another side, over where all our screen, our pre-press stuff is, our ink and all that. There's a good 10 feet or so. There's plenty of space on that side. The thing is, I haven't completely taken apart that manual just yet. I've got it towards where I have one station, and I put casters on it. I'm rolling it around, pushing it out the way. I don't want to get rid of the manual completely, because, well, one, we're gonna need it for.
I signed Matt up for a Guinness Book of World Records for the most amount of manually screen printed shirts in 5 minutes. And because apparently that isn't a record, and I was just kind of going through like looking for marketing things, and it just occurred to me. And so Matt's gonna have a world record, because he did like a challenge a couple of years ago, and Ryan, that was the only one that took him up on it.
Yeah, I got to record another video to basically justify this record. But anyway, so the manual is being used for shirt tags, Shani, and other one-color things that we don't have palettes for the automatic just yet.
All right, well, I'm going to ignore the Shani right there.
More money to spend on that press.
All right, well, I am going to ignore the Shani right there, but I'm just really excited about the Guinness thing.
I am too.
Do you know it costs $5 just to suggest a new category? It's ridiculous.
$5? That's not that bad.
No, and like 1,000 or something, or 10,000 or something, just to have a judge there to go and verify everything. So it's just like, we're gonna send you a video. Well, Jason says, or Jesse says, when you tighten your micros, does it move? Greg says he wants to visit because we seem fun, and yes, we are. Jason says you want air movement in the dry box.
Jason said, hold on, one thing at a time, woman, slow down.
I'm sorry.
Okay, what now?
Which one?
You want air movement? I have a fart fan at the top of it that draws air through it. The thing is, it's cool enough outside that it's just not, it's a really slow process with it drying. There's a lot of dry cabinets that have a heat source in there to keep it, around 100 or so degrees to speed things up. Like during the summertime, I could do screens in the morning, and then by noon, the screens would be dry and ready to be coated, and then 15 to 30 minutes later, the screens are ready to go. I had screens sitting in there over the weekend, and I pulled one of them out, and some of them were still a little wet. So, hey, what's up, Jonathan?
Hi, Jonathan.
What? So the press is pretty. It fits well aside from the manual being in there, and then the registration. It holds registration really well. One thing I have noticed, if you're doing something with some really tight registration, Once you get going, the squeegee will pull it down just a hair, so you might have to bump it just a touch. So doing pre-press and all that, I have to run off a few test prints. We do that anyways to get things going and then kind of tweak it. But it holds the registration really well, and once we're going, nothing tends to really move. So we've done some 12-point font with a white underbase with a color overprint. And it moved just a hair after about doing a dozen shirts, and then I went back and tweaked it just a touch, and then it just held perfectly fine for the rest of the shirts. Get a small dehumidifier. That sounds like a good idea. A great idea.
Ryby says he was summoned to come back. He was cooking.
What's for dinner? Speaking of dinner, I'm hungry, man.
I haven't been able to feed him anything lately.
Speaking of dinner and going back to the whole ER thing, man, I had to do broth and rice and all that crap for a week, and then finally yesterday I had a real meal because it was like, I'm feeling fine. Went to the doctor today, and she's like, yeah, just go for it. Just eat healthy, you know. Eat healthy. And I was like, what about hot sauce? Is hot sauce okay? You're already taking
Orange Star if you're listening.
Yeah, if you're taking booze and nicotine away from me, don't take hot sauce away. I gotta have something. I don't care. I'll die.
Bye, Greg. Okay.
No, I do care. However,
hey, wait, what?
You know that's gonna be what what we're having for dinner is pasta tonight. Some spaghetti and meatballs.
Well, I'm having it. You said you weren't.
You know, I don't feel it, and that's the thing too. Is I don't know. Okay, so we have the pasta and all that, and now I'm able to eat. What am I supposed to do? I gotta go find a healthy. I gotta go do a whole separate meal just for me.
It doesn't make me feel nearly as bad as it does when I ask you to pick up the liquor.
I don't know. We gotta get more in tune with what. Although we got what we needed to do the spaghetti beforehand. That was actually supposed to be for the kids. So. But
they were like macaroni. It's always macaroni or chicken nuggets and French fries.
I had spaghetti already.
Yeah, they had spaghetti that night or something, or the day before or something. We ate spaghetti. I'm just like, fine, I'm eating it. Anyways.
Let's see. Jason ends. I got to finish my custom box and incorporate.
You're doing my job. Just saying.
You have one job, Shannon, and it's to read off these comments.
I have one job on this lousy ship. It's stupid, but I'm going to do it.
And
anyone who gets that gets a shirt.
Not to get distracted and start talking about drinking booze at college, Christmas presents, and wherever else the conversation has gone tonight.
But it's Christmas.
Anyways, it's Christmas all year round then.
But it's wrapped in Santa Claus paper.
Okay. So you want me to open that on?
No, I'm not going to ask
on the live.
No,
thing,
I'm not
right?
going to. No. You want something to open on Christmas Eve.
No.
No. You wanted to do it on Christmas Eve.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what we got here.
No.
You have to come over here though and be able to see my reaction. You have to get in front of the camera.
There's the rub. That's a line from
Come
Hamlet,
on,
by the way.
everybody. Tell Shannon that if I'm going to open this present, that I can't just open the present and you not see my reaction.
Joking about opening the present. I was just talking about it's Christmas time. I want to talk about Christmas. Don't open. No, please don't. I know you wanted to do it on Christmas.
It's a good smelling present.
You're gonna make me cry.
Well, we need to take it home then.
I know, it actually does need to get out of here.
So it's no longer sitting here.
Where I stare at it all day.
No, I'm the one that's staring at it all day. I mean, you are too, don't get me wrong, but... Hey, can we put it under
Randy says open.
Can we put it under our little tiny shop Christmas tree?
No, I want to put it under the big tree. tree at home.
Now I'm the one that's sidetracked. Not that there's a whole lot.
It's all right. We have 10
scream.
minutes left.
Yeah. Anyways, we got our tiny little Christmas tree decoration.
Jonathan's like, come on, full disclosure, we've met her, so it's okay. Jason says don't open it. Rybeat says open it. Jonathan made tomato basil soup, and Julie made them bomb grilled cheeses. Sicilian pizza night from Jason.
Man, that sounds good. Anyways, carry on, but make me hungrier.
Oh yeah, Waldo's calling me out on the birthday present promise.
Yep. Well, you did kind of come over for a minute.
I'm not wearing any makeup right now.
Waldo, dude, I'm telling you, I
chickened out. I'm sorry.
I talked to her about it, and she's like, "Well, I can change my mind." And I'm like, "No, you can't."
I chickened out. I'm sorry.
You're backpedaling on your word. You can't do that. A couple of people bought you some birthday gifts.
Well, one of them's not even here right now, so you're just guilting me about one.
And no, he showed up last week. Waldo, and then Uproar. I think I have. Let me message Uproar real quick. Get him on here.
Right, fine.
No. If you're not comfortable because you don't have makeup on, okay. So next time we're doing it Monday, the kids will be here. Shannon's gonna put some makeup on, and she's gonna get in front of the camera. Deal?
For how long?
Long enough so they can see your face or whatever. However you want to do it. It doesn't.
I don't want to do it at all. Are you kidding me?
Oh, so okay. So the whole show then. The whole show, Shannon. The whole show.
It was my make-a-wish. That's all I wanted in life. Oh, fuck me. Okay. You really know how to guilt it, don't you, Waldo? All right.
Well,
all right, we'll figure something out.
Okay, Monday, Christmas Eve.
I'll be wrapped up like a terrorist. Like full-on bandana around, like from my nose down, and then like a big ass, like another bandana like covering my head.
No.
And then sunglasses.
No.
I look like the Unabomber.
No. Unacceptable.
Aw, Charles says I don't even need makeup. Thanks, Charles.
Charles met you as well.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. He had the red Print Life shirt on.
Yeah.
Shannon was like, "Yeah, you met Charles too." And I was just so flustered with everything. I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right." And then we saw him again later that day.
Oh my God, Waldo, you're so not fair. He's like, I hope I make it next Monday. Sad face.
Yeah, well, Waldo, yeah, Monday is Christmas Eve. However,
hi.
There you go. You got the shop gnome for like a second. That's what she did last time too. So if you missed it last time, then you just missed it. You have to go back and rewind it.
And please don't rewind. Don't do anything like that. I'm really not wearing makeup. I have a huge zit on my chin, and I'm wearing a beanie and a shirt that I thought would be much more flattering because it looked much more flattering in the SNS catalog than it actually is.
I'm just hearing a lot of. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, I know it matters to you, and it matters how you feel about yourself. But I mean, God, you're such a dork.
That's why you love me, okay?
Well, there you have it. Shanny the shop gnome showed up for a second. She had her glasses on tilt.
The dog ate my glasses, okay?
Look completely goofy.
I'm missing one of the sides, a nose piece, and they're chewed to hell.
So I don't as far as next Monday goes, guys. I don't know whether we'll be on or not.
We could probably get on, but it probably won't be as long because they're gonna be so distracting.
I mean, we're going to. Wait, we won't even be up here.
Actually, no, we probably will be because we have a job like due by that night, I think, for a Christmas thing.
What?
Yeah, something about Grinches.
Who?
Jennifer.
Okay. Okay. So I tell you what, guys, we may or may not go live Monday if we're here, live from home.
No matter we're carting the kids' asses over here.
You don't want that. You don't want that.
Besides, we don't have like all the setup for it at home.
Yeah, the thing is, like, it would be on the cell phone, and I keep asking Shannon. I was actually going to try and go live from the ER that night. I don't even know how to do that. Like, I gotta I know it's simple, or at least it's probably something really simple. I probably don't have the right app on my phone for that, but Rybeats, I wish I hope we can go, but the way it's looking, I don't think we'll be able to go.
Yeah, we've pretty much sunk all our money into like all of the investments for the shop.
Live from prison. I don't know. Maybe Christmas. Maybe we just ask for some Christmas money and take ourselves a little trip. Because all we need is well, crap. We need a place to stay. Hey, Rybeats, is that how's that timeshare looking? If we came, we get that timeshare. I'm going to Texas just for you, Jonathan. Maybe, and then you have to drive down to Houston, or maybe we can just all meet in the middle. I mean, everybody can meet in Austin
Texas
or something.
Is big.
Yeah, Austin would be a good middle ground if you guys wanted to meet up.
Well, it's 7:57, so you get a chance to show them how stupid the dog looks.
But I showed him last time.
Yeah, well,
Jesus.
I know.
This dude. Here's where our ISS money is going. Right here. On you stink. So I got to see Apollo's ears while he was laid out. They had him they had him you look drugged up, dude. But they had him what do you call it, Shannon? They had him
Sedated?
Yeah, sedated. They had him sedated, and I went in there, and you need to stop rolling over on your ears, man. Your ears are looking...
He's gonna have his ears are gonna be
You look like he did a roll to the right on him. But anyways.
Rybeats, here's where our ISS ... you stink.
Here's where our ISS money has been going. My bad. He does. He stinks. The top of his head smells like meat that's been sitting in the garbage can for like a week.
Don't be too descriptive, please. That's still my baby.
It's all right, Apollo. You're a sweet boy. Yes, you are. You're gonna make a great guard dog.
Once you get the floaty off you.
Yeah. But all right, guys. Well, it's been fun. Rybeats, we hope we can make it out there. No promises, but if you still have that timeshare thing, or if we can figure something out to keep our costs down so we can go out there, that'd be great. We've spent a lot of money getting this press in here, so that, and just it's our slow season for us. We've been spending money on Christmas, and then this dude for Shannon's birthday. And look at him.
Look how big he's gotten. Stop. He's like so terrible. Stop it. Leave him alone. Be nice to my dog.
This is where our money's been going to. He wasn't cheap, and neither was his surgery. Every time we take him to get rewrapped, it's $28.
Stop! You're just actually looking for races to talk so you can do that. Poor dog, you're a jerk.
Rybeat says just more beer for him. All right, guys. Well, it's been fun. We're gonna get out of here. I'm hungry. I want to get a little something to eat. Finally getting to eat like a real person.
$14 burritos.
Yeah. What did you say? $14 burritos?
Well, that's what they're talking about.
Oh yeah. That's from.
He's sleeping on the desk.
That's from their last trip. So I don't know. I really want to make it out there. So we're gonna have to put our heads together and figure out how much this trip is gonna cost.
I don't know what you're talking about putting the heads together. It's gonna be like, this is what we can do. This is what we cannot do. And I'll be like, okay.
That's true. Well, guys, we appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It's over that way. Check out some of those. Check out some of the other stuff over there.
He's just staring
and
at
over
Mom.
here. Follow us on Instagram. Don't forget that we have affiliate links to help out our channel and screen printing equipment through Jonathan. Use our promo code, stuff like that. Shannon.
He's falling.
Shannon,
Okay.
you got anything today?
I do. Okay. So, the average cumulonimbus cloud, you know, the big fluffy white ones you see in the sky? On average, they weigh over 100 million pounds. Or no, 100 million tons.
What?
Yeah. Just
Huh?
try.
Huh?
100 million tons. Regular average cumulonimbus cloud.
100 million tons.
Or pounds, I forget.
Well, my mind's blown. I don't know about y'all, but we're gonna get out of here. That's
Tell us
crazy.
a joke. Oh, Rybates wants a joke. Shit. Okay.
She's got one. Oh, I
priest?
know it.
A priest, a rabbi, and a gay guy.
Is this appropriate?
Yeah, a priest, a rabbi, and a gay guy walk into a bar. Ouch!
There you have it. There's your joke. We're getting out of here. It's been a lot of fun, guys, as usual. And we may be on next Monday. Who knows?
We don't know yet.
If you're bored and want to just see a bunch of kids running around and
Climbing on top
some
of his head.
shenanigans and whatnot, we'll be on.
Oh, he liked that one.
Anyways, we're going to get out of here, guys. We'll see y'all later.
Bye, guys. Love you, hearts.